All right, hello, this is Wmpyr. This is the video where we are going to actually go through the technical part of the poison cloud. So this is how you actually do it or how you develop it, okay? So we're going to start with step one, which is we're going to be working on the size of this circle here. Okay, so you're just making a circle like this, okay? You just make a circle in front of you like a plane, a propeller plane. And the size is, if you make it smaller, it's faster. You make it larger, it's more powerful, right? Because it's bigger. So just work on this. And for each of these steps, I want you guys to get as much reps as you can. So aim for 3 minutes. So I would recommend in this part like 3 minutes small circle and go in both directions. And then 3 minutes large circle and other direction. In fact, I would recommend, to be more specific, start with a large circle first, then go to the smaller circle because larger is easier. So that's step one. Is we're talking about the size. Number two is the vector. Okay. And here, let me tell you guys real quick. The vector is a vocabulary that I saw on a Escrima book called Escrima Filipino Martial Arts by Krishna Godhania. So I apologize, my pronunciation's I'm sure horrible, but I just always want to cite my sources, so that's where I got the word vector. Okay. And this is my own interpretation of the vector, but what that means is we're still working on this circle, right? But when you apply the vector principle to it now, we could make that, even though I'm still doing a circle, now it's very short and flat. It's very wide, right? So I'm now it's oval shaped. So before I was making a circle like this, like I showed you guys, large and small, but I'm aiming for like a perfect circle. Now with the vector principle, it's a oval going this way. So I'm changing the shape of the circle, not the size, the shape, right? Or I could go this way, which is, this is still a circle, but now you can see it's very tall and thin, all right? So that's number two. And once again, like 3 minutes on the oval shape going more sideways, and then another 3 minutes oval shape going more vertical. Okay. So next is number three. Number three is, now we're going to do multiple circles, and this is what I would call spiral. All right. So spiral would just be like, here I'm making a circle, and I make more circles this way, and then I could come back. So it's almost like I'm scribbling in the air, but here I'm making multiple circles. Okay, and you could go up, down, diagonal, sideways, or make a big circle within make a big circle, but within you're making circles to make the big circles. So it's just multiple circles, but you could see it's a spiral like this. It just keeps going. So I could go this way, I could go up, I could go down, I could go right, I could go left, I could go diagonal, all that, but it's just a spiral, all right? And once again, I would recommend like 3 minutes of just doing spiral work, all right? So next is number four, which is the figure eight. This is also multiple circles, but now you're connecting circles in a very specific way, which is, I make a circle here, right here, this is one circle, and then I go to the other circle over here. So in other words, it's a figure eight, two circles. So this, I could go like this. This is obviously my figure eight, sideways figure eight, and then, you know, go back to single circle, and then from here go into vertical. You see, vertical figure eight, okay, and go back to single circle, and then I could, you know, go diagonal figure eight, and then go back to single circle, and back to sideways figure eight, you know. So this is just practicing your figure eights, going from single circle to double circle. Double circle is a figure eight, all right? Next, number 5 is now we're gonna have focus points, okay? So when you put two circles together, right where they meet is an X, okay? So as I'm doing my figure eight right here, I could focus on that slash right where the X is, you know. So go back to single circle, connect it to another, here's my single circle, and then I connect it to this circle over here, and then I connect it back to the first circle, and then I just keep going from circle to circle, and this is my figure eight, and then here's my focus, here's my focus. I'm still doing the figure eight, but I'm focusing on that diagonal slash, boom, 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 focus on there, you see? So it's just putting in focus. So this is where it starts to feel more realistic, where if I did have a knife, I would be slashing for real. The other thing is, with a single circle like this, I could focus on coming down right here. So this is where I could, with a stick, I would actually be hitting, striking there. So bam, bam, right there, right there. So I'm still doing the circle, but I focus on that hitting downwards part. But because it's a circle, there's also an upwards part. So then I could focus on, boom, this upward strike over here. It's still the same circle, whether I'm focusing on down or up, right? So that is, that's number 5, where we're focusing on specific areas within this circle. And then next is, the last one is number 6. This is the 3D part. So we've been doing circles, figure eights, spirals. So we've been doing that all on pretty much a 2D plane. So whether I'm going diagonal, whether I'm going vertical, or horizontal, or even circular, this is still 2D. It's like I have a big chalkboard in front of me, and I'm scribbling all over that, right? Well, what we're going to do now is change the chalkboard towards it's 3-dimensional. So it's going this way too. So the same circle that we've been doing this way, I can now go this way. So it would literally be this, in this direction, where it goes outwards. Okay, so I'm drawing the circle. Now it's a flat surface here, like a desk, and on the desk I am drawing a circle, rather than drawing a circle on a chalkboard right here. So I could do that even, you know, with this grip right here, and now I'm going forwards and back, forwards and back. So this adds that 3-dimension aspect. And I could also do that with, this is more advanced, but a figure eight going out and back. So this gives me the more whip-like motion. So that is the last step. When you combine all of that and you can just free it, put it together however you feel like, that should really, really, really help you get to the point where you're actually doing the poison cloud, you know, where you could put all that together. So those are the steps that I broke down, the technical steps that create the poison cloud. So anyway, that's it for now. Thank you for viewing, and take care, folks.